Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video that I actually didn't expect to make. This video is going to be a look inside my JVC XL-FZ258 CD player. As you guys are probably aware of if you've been watching my videos, I've recently just bought a turntable. I haven't uploaded a review of it yet, simply because of the complexities of, making a good review. That review is forthcoming, but the only reason so you're asking yourself, why is he showing his CD player, the inside of a CD player? Well, I'm trying to find a place to integrate all of my equipment into my stereo. Okay, and I did something I probably shouldn't have done. I set my amplifier, okay, on top, or receiver, whatever you want to call it, on top of my CD player, thinking the CD player could, hold the weight okay, right? It seemed, because I think I had done it before, but after I did it, I noticed my CD player started making a noise I didn't love when I opened the door. But now, it just seems to be slightly louder when I open the door than what it used to be. Now, this could simply be my imagination. I'm not sure. But it does seem like something in there's just slightly off. Now, obviously it opens up just fine, but before I do anything else, I will go ahead and demonstrate this thing in operation just for fun so you guys can see it. Obviously, here we are with the 5-disc tray open, and oops, I'm gonna put a disc here, and we're just gonna go ahead and close the tray, and then we can see it spinning inside there. And it says, hey, look, it finds a disc, and let's go ahead and play it. And there you go. It's obviously playing the CD as it should. And of course, I could put 5 more discs in here. Let's go ahead and see what happens when I hit exchange. As you can see, the disc keeps on spinning because it's held up in the air. So let's and we can switch it around too. You can change all the other discs, of course, except the one that's playing. Then it kind of recenters and closes. Right? So now if I just hit open, it should stop the CD from playing. Yep, it just drops it into the tray and opens it up. Obviously, the unit is perfectly functional. Thankfully, I didn't damage it. Let's take a look inside just for fun. Obviously, we got some gears and a belt assembly right there. Let's see. It's pretty simple inside. I mean, this is from 2001, so it's not going to have... By 2001, they definitely had perfected CD technology. Obviously, we kind of got just one circuit board there. All the various controls. Right there is the optical digital out. Let's find the analog outs. Oh, they're not on that side, actually. That's where the AC... I assume that's the power transformer there. Don't touch that. I'd probably have a shocking experience. Okay. There's obviously the CD transport right there, and analog outs buried under this plastic. I'm not disassembling this plastic. So basically, that's a quick look inside the CD player. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around, see if I can find the source of the kerthunk noises a little bit better. If I can, I'll come back and say, hey, I found it. If I can't find it, well, I'll just put this thing back together, and I mean, it still works, obviously. So anyway, if you guys got any thoughts on this, feel free to comment. that's pretty much going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed the look inside this thing, just for fun. Very simplistic. If you did enjoy what you see, as always, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks a whole lot for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Well, guys, it didn't take long at all for me to find the source of that, what I perceive to be louder noise. It's basically where the CD transport is. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to go ahead and close the tray here. And as it scans for discs, it does that, of course. And then when it goes into its resting position, it's a little bit louder than what I'm used to. And if I open it, when that drops down, it's also a little bit noisier than what I expect. I find it strange that the stress point seems to be there, but I guess, you know, whatever, because the weight of the amp would have been actually with the feet of the amp, it would have been more on the corners. And guys, the whole reason I put the amp on here in the first place is because I could have sworn that I had, because I've had this thing since 2001, okay? So I've had this unit in a whole bunch of different setups since then. And I could have sworn at some point in the past I had a receiver sitting directly on top of this. So I thought I could take the weight really without a problem, and the internal structure of this would seem to suggest that it shouldn't really be an issue anyway. But with the kerthunk noises it's making, I'm certainly not going to place anything extremely heavy on top of this unit again. I don't want to aggravate the situation or, heaven forbid, break the unit in some way. I mean, thankfully the unit is fully functional and it doesn't, you know, I don't think it poses any risk to my discs or anything, so I'm going to keep using it, well, until it dies anyway, because the sound of it's great. It works just fine. There's really no reason to get rid of it. I am going to take a bit more look at this assembly and see if I can figure anything out, you know. If not, oh well. Anyway, that's it. See you guys. Bonus content. Anyway, here's another close-up view of the CD playing from directly above. Here's actually a really cool side view there. And just for fun, I'll show you guys the other side view. Pretty awesome, I think. Pretty awesome. I like the way that looks. That's cool. I don't care who you are. I think it's cool anyway. So, let's go ahead and I'll show you guys something else real quick. Huh, it seems to be making less that's good. Am I crazy? It doesn't seem to be making as much kerthunk noises as before. It's quieter. A bit. It's a bit quieter. That's good. And I also noticed... Oh, shit. I'm guessing this is factory applied. There's some grease here on the spindle. I guess that's the spindle where the CD spins. And there's some grease on that wheel. I'm sure that's there intentionally. If you guys know anything, it's like white grease. If you guys know anything, I'm amazed it's survived since 2001. That's amazing. If you guys know anything about that, feel free to comment. Anyway, that's it. See you guys. Here's a side note, guys. I couldn't resist making. You see these three pieces of metal here? I actually... It's not designed that way. They actually originally faced forward. Okay? But the funny thing is, I could not get the cover back on the CD player. Remember how much I fidgeted with it, tried to re-angle it, the whole 9 yards with the metal pieces that they were, quote, supposed to be. It just would not go on. It just literally wouldn't fit. So I did some looking as to where the cover goes here. And I saw no real harm in bending them back, those pieces of metal. It doesn't touch any electronic components, is what I'm trying to say. It just goes on this piece of metal here. So really no harm, no foul. So I had to, now, observe, it'll go on perfectly and easily. So we'll just slide the cover. Come on. Well, maybe. Gotta set the camera down for a second, guys. And there you go. Now the cover is on perfectly. All I have to do is secure it with screws and the unit will be good to go. So anyway, I just found that funny. Thought you guys might get a kick out of it. See you later.